If you're still putting your database on generic drip campaigns, 12-step automated programs, you aren't building relationships. You're actively training your leads to ignore you. This is something that agents do all of the time. And in 2026, buyers and sellers can spot a canned robotic email from a mile away. But the alternative, manually texting or emailing 500 people a week, just isn't scalable either. So today, I'm going to show you the exact system I use to train AI on my specific voice so I can automate my follow-up, stay top of mind, and never sound like a robot, and something that myself, I don't love seeing, the AI-generated text messages and all of it. So let's get into it. What's up, guys? I'm Jeremy Kane with the Real Estate Agent Playbook. Super pumped for this as AI continues to, evolve and all of the things that are going on. This is a key point and a key foundational piece that if you do jump into the game someday, you will want to have. So let's get into it. We do have a ton of things coming in the form of AI. And if you are interested in learning more about that and possibly creating AI employees for your business, comment below and I will make sure I send you the wait list for. As agents, we know that consistent communication is the foundation of a sustainable business model. For years, the industry answers to that or drip campaigns, staying top of mind, sending out bulk mailers. You buy a list, you drop them into your CRM, and it sends out just checking in texts every 14 days. Okay, that's a little dramatic, but the truth is, there's a lot of problems with that. Your clients are smarter than that now. When client gets an email with a corporate header or a stiff real estate jargon about, current market conditions, they just throw it away. They delete it. They erase it from their mind. They know it wasn't written for them. You are burning your database. People want to feel important and special. That's why when you say someone's name, they immediately lock in. But as your business scales, you hit a ceiling. You simply do not have the hours in the day to write highly personalized, thoughtful messages to hundreds of people. You have to find leverage somewhere. You have to transition from being just a salesperson to being a business operator. And this is the key because we have so many tools available to us right now. The pivot you need to make this year isn't about abandoning automation. It's about upgrading it. We need to use technology to scale our humanity, not to replace it. This is where AI comes in, but not in the gimmicky way most people talk about it. I'm not talking about having ChatGPT write a blog post. I'm talking about feeding an AI system your past emails, your text messages, and your specific vocabulary so it learns your actual voice and tone. This is super important so that it feels authentic when it comes through. When my systems draft text, it doesn't sound like a real estate agent. It sounds like Jeremy Kane, the realtor that helped them purchase the home, or their friend, or their family member. It uses cadence. It knows when I use a specific phrase and when I don't. This bridges the gap. It allows me to maintain a massive database, but treat every single person in it like they are my only client. And that's what we're going for. But as, custom voice and all of this evolves, it's only half the battle. Context is the other half. Stop triggering emails based on arbitrary timelines like day 30 or generic holidays. Start triggering your outreach database on actual life events. In my business, we track data points that actually matter. When does their current lease expire? What is the exact, anniversary date of their home? When is their youngest kid graduating high school? All of these things are very important. And when you combine life event triggers with AI that knows your voice, magic happens. The system flags it. The past clients have been in their home for exactly 3 years. The AI drafts a highly personalized text and voice referencing the specific milestones. You get a notification, you read it, sounds just like you, and you click send. Just created a massive, realistic touch point that could change your business. Now, most off-the-shelf CRMs aren't built to do this smoothly. They're built like digital filing cabinets because of the exact frustration. We actually build our own infrastructure. Let me show you what it looks like inside of the custom Lofty CRM platform we built specifically for high-producing agents. Right here, hopping into our AI, I have a gem built in Gemini that has all of my brand information, everything in it. So what I can do here is I can just type a prompt that says, please type a personalized email to one of my clients who has purchased a home for their college-aged child, similar to what my father and I did. It has now been a year, and I would like to help them analyze the asset of this home so we can move to the next steps of wealth building. Would like the call to action to be the annual review. Right? So I'm just telling it what to do. Since it has my knowledge and everything in it, once this comes up, we will be able to, go from there. So I can even say 1 year checking in the prior property. This is a little bit different use case because it's very situational, right? It's hard to believe it's already been a year since you bought your home for your child. Hope the transition school year it's been smooth. As you know, my father and I took a similar path. Now that you've hit the 12-month mark, I'd like to help you treat this property like a strategic asset in my experience. The first year, best time to look under the hood and see what's exactly performing. Like to do current marketing value, equity position, long-term strategy. This is built into my knowledge base. This is exactly what my annual reviews are. My goal is to make some clarity on this property as you go, so on. So then I go from there, right? I can say, can you add a link to book a call? I will cut and paste. As well, I use the CRM Lofty. Can you make all variables in the correct format? So all I'm doing here is just going back through that. And you say, okay, great. So as you can see here, like this, and this is the important piece of this video. If we go to the agentic AI space that we're so quickly entering over the last 3 weeks in real estate, having this knowledge base in the back is so important. So cloning you is a big deal. I will tell you that this isn't my idea. I built this gym based off of a colleague of mine, Adam Gillespie's, 100% prompt and model and everything that he does. So if you are interested in that, go check out Adam Gillespie AI on his YouTube channel. He has all of this stuff built in. It's all over there. Reach out to him if you want that information. And then what we have done is we have created our own Lofty account because Lofty has an extreme ability to be very dialed in, right? So let's check out this Lofty. I'll show you one other use case and then we'll be done here. So in my Lofty, I'm able to manage my transactions. Okay. I'm not going to open up my transactions right now because I don't want to expose my client's information, but within my transactions, I have dates that can fire. And so if you come over here into my email and into my email templates, when I go under contract with an agent or a client, I can send out dialed in emails for that specific piece. So if you see this is going to pull up my email template. As you can see here, in our version of Lofty, you can have these custom variables, not in everybody's, right? Not if you're under a brokerage wing or whatever. Sometimes they eliminate that because the brokerage is the overarching company. With our version, you have access to do these things. So this is an email written in my, probably by one of my little bit older, brand voices, but this is an email that goes out. We're able to manage the transaction within the transaction tab. And then once we do certain things, this email will auto fire. Once we have all of this information updated and we change the pipeline from, active client to under contract, then all of these things will be populated because we're going to take that information from the contract and it's going to go to them, right? So having the back end clone your brand voice and what you do is at the root of what we're doing. Like I said, Adam Gillespie is an absolute monster when it comes to these things. But as for now, if you are understanding that you have the ability using AI, using a dialed in CRM system to make your voice heard, and it's in your own voice, and it's not robotic, and it's not salesy like everybody's so worried, you as an agent can change the turnover in your business, right? You want to retain those clients. You want to stay top of mind. But as your business grows and you have more and more past clients, this becomes harder and harder. This is why AI is taking off. This is why AI agents are on the horizon. And the truth is, we got so much more for you based on this vertical that we're offering that, I'm absolutely over the moon about it. But here's my advice to you. Start here. Head over to Adam Gillespie AI's YouTube channel. Check out how to clone yourself. Work through that and have that clone so that you are ready. When you are ready for a turbocharged CRM, when you are ready to hire agent employees, those kind of things, you have this. You have the brand foundation voice that you have, and that will change your business forever. That is the initial step to not sounding so robotic and sounding like every other real estate agent out there. Hope you like what you heard. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you next time on the channel. Bye-bye.